Step number one, you want to take your cabinet opening and you want to measure the height and width of the opening. So depending on how much overlay you want, if you want a 1/2 inch overlay, you add 1 inch to the opening. If you want 5/8, you add 1.25 inches to the opening. It just varies on how much overlay you want on your cabinet. So an overlay is just how much the door sits past that opening onto the face frame. Our standard shaker door is 2.25 stiles and rails. So the rail is the top part of the door, the top and bottom. The stiles are the right and left. So we like to do 2.25. It just gives it a nice cleaner look. If you're doing a drawer front, like a 6-inch drawer front, you usually reduce the top and bottom rails to 1.75 inches. That way you don't have just this tiny little 1/2 inch line in between the shaker door, because it just looks really ugly that way. So there's a lot of different things to take into consideration when building a door. Step two, you're going to select your lumber. You're going to take it to your table saw. You're going to cut 2 3/8 rips out of the lumber. So a rip is when you set the board down and you cut it all the way through, and what you're left with is a rip. It's because you're ripping the board in half straight across. We call that a rip. You're going to cut your rips at 2 3/8, giving you a little bit of room to play with for sanding, so that way you get your door to size. Step three, you're going to take your rips over to the miter saw, where you're going to cut them to the size. Step four, you're going to take it back to the table saw, where we're going to cut out all the parts, shape them, and just get them prepped for assembly. Now that you've cut your pieces on your miter saw, we have our 12-inch stiles, and we're going to have a rail that's going to come across here. Just an idea, right? It's going to look like this, right? That's your stile, that's your rail. So we want to cut the rail down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 12 inches and we're going to subtract 4.5 inches, subtracting the stiles themselves from the 12 inches. That gives us 7.5. And then we're going to cut little slots in the side of the door here. They're going to be 3/8 of an inch from here to here. 3/8 plus 3/8 gives you 3/4. So we'll add 3/4 to the 7.5 inches. That gives us 8.25 that we're going to have to cut the rail to. Step five, after you have your parts cut, you're going to want to measure out your center panel, which we use 1/4 inch MDF. We use the 1/4 inch MDF because it's more durable. It doesn't bend as easy as your regular 1/4 inch plywood. It's a nice flat clean surface, and when it's painted it looks great. Step six, you're going to put your parts together, glue them, clamp it, and wait for it to dry.